Welcome back here at halftime. The Sacred Heart Pioneers lead the Holy Cross Crusaders 40-27. Alongside Emily Pepe, I am Matt Falkenberry, and it's never too early for Christmas. Santa Claus sitting over to our right here, helping out, give away some gifts to some of the kids out there watching this game here from the Pit Center. As Sacred Heart has had a wonderful first half, leading it again by 13. Take a look at some of the first half numbers. Sacred Heart shooting 55% in the first half compared to only 27% for Holy Cross. Holy Cross down by 13. Let's throw it over to Luke Hetrick with a halftime report. Luke.
Thanks, Matt and Emily. Well, a frantic first 20 with a rapid pace sees Sacred Heart hold a 13-point lead at the end of the first half. And for the Pioneers, it was pretty cake, getting a lot of easy baskets in transition. The pressure and the press of Holy Cross did not seem to phase Phil Gaetano and the offense, getting simple baskets really whenever they want. And when they were able to settle into a half-court offense, they got the ball inside, got to the line, were able to knock down some open shots, shooting 55% in the first half. Evan Kelly, team's leading scorer, only 4 points, but he's made a lot happen on the defensive end and getting his teammates involved. For Holy Cross, the pressure has really been non-existent, hasn't seemed to phase Sacred Heart at all. Their offense, only 27 points in the first half, but only shooting 27% from the field and 27% from three-point distance. This is the team that likes to chuck it from deep, not getting a lot of production out of Cullen Hamilton that we saw him drop 35 in that game last year, held to goose egg in the first half. It's Anthony Thompson's 8 that leads them, but on the defensive end, they have to get back and they have to get stops, and they need to control the boards. They have a 6-point margin on the boards. Sacred Heart will continue to do the same in the first half and looking like a recipe for a win. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Luke and Emily. A recipe to win for Sacred Heart is basically copy what they did in the first half.
Absolutely. If you're Sacred Heart and Holy Cross comes back out to the press, it's the same thing you've been doing in the first half. Pushing the ball, not being frantic, though, when you push the ball, and getting it down really quick and early to the guys down low, going up for the easy baskets, but you got to be able to convert on those easy baskets from the fast break.
Holy Cross struggled in that first half shooting the basketball. We'll see if they can get it together in the second half. What's the biggest thing you want to see from the Crusaders as they try to slice this 13-point lead back into their favor?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if Holy Cross comes out in a full court pressure again or if they're going to fall back. But if I'm Holy Cross offensively, I'm looking to push the ball into the middle. I'm looking to drive to the paint. And if I can push, and if Sacred Heart slides to me early, then I dish the ball outside and you look for those outside shots.
We are just about ready to start the second half here from the Pit Center in Fairfield, Connecticut, on the campus of Sacred Heart University. Pioneers, as I've mentioned, with a 13-point lead. The Crusaders will get the ball first, and we are underway. Both teams with their starting 5 from the first half back out there here for the second half. Thompson, leading scorer for Holy Cross in that first half. He had 8 points, 3 of 5, shooting 2 of 3 from downtown. Malcolm Miller with the ball now. Looks to make a move. Now Burrell swinging it around, getting it over to Green. Back over to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson drives, puts up a wild shot. No good. Off the front rim. Rebounded by Miller, who puts it up and in. And a good start for the Crusaders. And they will go back to the full court press as they've cut this lead to 11.
It's a nice job by Holy Cross driving to the paint and driving hard. Nice job getting that offensive rebound and putting it back up.
Foul zone gets the pass from Gaetano, who will now slow down the offense and will look to get Sacred Heart set up here. Gaetano, Broom, Barnett, Kelly, and foul zone out there for Sacred Heart. Nice pass underneath. Broom puts it up and in, and a late whistle. Foul is called. So an N1 for Kane Broom.
Nice job making the extra pass, and Kane Broom changing his angle when he's in mid-air. It's a nice job right there, getting the shot to fall.
Kane Broom has got amazing body control. They can hang in the air and to adjust himself to make these shots, and gets the foul call. So after Holy Cross gets the first bucket of the game, they end up letting Broom get down low, putting it in, and the free throw good to make it a 3-point play. And it's the biggest deficit of the game for the Crusaders. It's a 14-point lead, 43-29 for SHU.
And if you're Holy Cross, that's not a smart foul. So early into the second half, you at least want Sacred Heart to really work hard for that basket. And he worked hard for it, but that's just a lazy foul right there. It's not one you want to give up right away.
Thompson missing that free off the side of the rim. And again, Sacred Heart looking to push. Kelly with it. And he'll back this one off. Evan Kelly, 4 points in the first half. Turned it over 6 times, so a slow first half for Kelly. That's where Broom came into play. And he was so big for them now with 14 points after that 3-point play to begin this second half. Barnett had the big dunk, now takes the mid-range jumper. No good, that one might have been blocked. Rebounded there by Green. Green getting it over to Thompson. Thompson drives, puts it up. No good, but a foul is called. That one's actually blocked. And we'll see if it's in the act of shooting or not. And it will be 2 shots here for Anthony Thompson.
And it's a nice job by Thompson again, driving hard into the paint. That's Holy Cross's second time getting these early baskets. Driving hard into the paint, making Sacred Heart foul you.
Thompson, a 5'10 sophomore from Glendale, Maryland, makes the first shot. Take a look at the replay here. This is going to be of the foul.
Strong, hard drive. That's a nice job by Thompson.
Gaetano was called for the foul, his second. Each team with 1 team foul early on. Second free throw, no good, tipped around, and Burrell's got it. He puts it up and in. So Justin Burrell turns that into a 3-point opportunity for the Crusaders, and the lead's back down to 11.
Holy Cross doing a nice job getting that rebound, putting a little bit more pressure on now that they're capitalizing on these plays.
Foul zone, looks to drive, stops, pops it out. Kelly goes behind the line, then goes up to the glass. It's up, no good. Foul zone trying to get it, but he can't. Rebounded there by Miller, and here come the Crusaders. Thompson decides not to take the pick from Apt. Shot by Green, mid-range jumper, good. Here come the Crusaders. The lead is back down to single digits.
And if you're Sacred Heart, this is what you didn't want to happen, is Holy Cross
Broom
getting
up and in. Kane Broom with another answer.
That's a great job by Broom answering back, silencing Holy Cross. Holy Cross coming away with a couple quick points early. Nice job by Broom.
Take a look at a replay here, and you're going to see Evan Kelly limping, and that is a bad sign if you are a fan of the Pioneers. In obvious pain there, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. He's going to come out of the game, and Steve Glowiak will enter for the Pioneers.
He has missed a couple minutes with a lower body injury, so we're going to see what's going on over there. Maybe just tweaked his knee or an ankle or something like that. Just get a little rest time right now.
Talking to the trainer on the bench, so keep an eye on that one. Thompson getting it over to Miller, now Burrell. 12-point lead as Kane Broom once again coming through big. 3-pointer, no good, rims out there for Malcolm Miller. And here comes Broom again, and boy, he's got some speed. Loves to push the ball up the floor. Gaetano, though, will slow this one down again and allow the Pioneers to set up their offense. Gaetano looking to make a move, and now Broom has it. Broom almost lost it, came very close to a carry. Gaetano from way downtown, no good. Off the back rim, battle for it. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Crusader basketball. Anthony Latina looking for a foul call, but did not get it. Take a look at the replay here. Broom.
Strong, taking the hit, hanging in air for a little bit, and then tossing that ball right up right after he takes the hit. That's a nice job, going hard to the basket.
Crusaders have gotten this lead into single digits here, but it didn't last for long as Broom on that, as you saw in the replay, got the 3-point play and ballooned the lead back up to its current mark of 12. Burrell over to Miller. Miller now back to Thompson. Thompson looking to make a move but can't do it. Swung around Green underneath Apt, and he is going to be fouled. He's pushed by foul zone underneath. It'll be on the floor. It'll be the second team foul on the Pioneers. Second foul on foul zone. Neither team with anyone in serious foul trouble. Of course, 5 fouls in the college game, so if you get to 3 or more, that's when foul trouble comes into play, but no one has reached that point yet. Miller looks to drive, kicks it out. Thompson, this is a big 3, and he don't make it, and it's rebounded there by Gaetano, and they'll look to push. Glowiak with it now. Glowiak back to Gaetano, and they'll set it up again. Barnett looks to make a move inside, nearly loses it, dives to the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Pioneers.
Both times before, Holy Cross missing, which would have been some key 3-pointers, which really would have turned the tides and really helped Holy Cross get momentum back into the game, but just unlucky on the bounces.
We're going to have a substitution as Malachi Alexander will come in for Malcolm Miller. Take a look at a replay here of Gaetano. Looking at the rebound here. Gaetano going into the land of the big men and coming down with the board.
It's always great to see the little guys getting a rebound amongst the bigs.
Barnett swings it around the Kane Broom. Boy, his Broom had a fantastic game today. Alley-oop, got it! Barnett from Broom!
What a great play. Oh, Broom did a nice job coming off that pick. Going straight up, and Broom really looked like he was going to drive to that, which got the defenders looking at him. Set him right up for the alley-oop.
Drive inside, nice pass. Layup no good from Green, rebounded there by the Pioneers. Foul zone, waiting for some help, and Gaetano will cross. What a pass from Broom. Boy, the passing for the Pioneers has been absolutely crisp in this game, and Kane Broom, the freshman from East Hartford, Connecticut, has had some impact. Inside Barnett, layup is good, and the Pioneers have their biggest lead of the game. It's a 16-point lead, 50-34.
And again, what happened in the first half is the bigs from Holy Cross are cheating on the picks, and the big guys for Sacred Heart are just slipping right under, and that's how these guys are getting open. Barnett and Tevin foul zone, that's one way. Those are a couple ways on how they're getting open.
Thompson with a nice up and under move, and then is called for the foul. So a good play by the sophomore, followed up by a bad one as he fouls Gaetano in the backcourt. Take a look at the replay.
And he just like comes off of the pick. Oh, it's not even a pick. I don't think Tevin foul zone even knew that Barrett was coming around that side. Barnett, excuse me. That's a nice job of keeping his eye on the ball and going straight up.
50-36, Pioneers lead the Crusaders. This is men's basketball on NEC Front Row.
The Sacred Heart University Pioneers are proud to wear Adidas, the official athletic equipment and apparel supplier of the Pioneers. No matter the sport or field of play, grass, ice, hardwood, or diamond, the Pioneers look and play like champions wearing the 3 stripes of Adidas athletic and performance wear. Want to dress and perform just like the Pioneers? Stop by the Sacred Heart University bookstore in the new Linda McMahon Student Commons, or visit us online at sacredheartpioneers.com and click on merchandise to buy your officially licensed Sacred Heart athletic Adidas gear and apparel. Adidas and the Sacred Heart Pioneers, a championship team.
15:01 remaining here in the second half. 50-36, the Pioneers of Sacred Heart leading the Crusaders of Holy Cross here on NEC Front Row. I'm Matt Falkenberry alongside Emily Pepe. Luke Hetrick is our sideline reporter this afternoon, and a great start here for Sacred Heart. And Emily, you put a spotlight on Kane Broom to start this broadcast, and he has lived up to that and much more. He had 21 against Colgate. He's going to blow by that number with the way he's playing so far today against Holy Cross.
And one thing I like about Kane Broom is he's not just, obviously he's scoring and he's setting up his players, but he's pushing the tempo so much that he's creating the double team to happen to him, and that's how he's getting his other teammates involved.
Broom is going to take a seat on the bench here for now, get a bit of a rest. Foul zone has the ball now. He brings it across. Allen tried to connect, but it does not work out. Jordan Allen in the ball game now will reset who's out there. Evan Kelly is back after limping off the court before. He is out there with Gaetano, foul zone, Allen, and Glowiak. Holy Cross made some substitutions as well, as Mitchell Hahn is in the ball game now. Thompson with the ball, gets it to Alexander, kicks it out. That's a shot from Burrell for 3, good! Justin Burrell from downtown.
It's a nice job by Holy Cross. Like I said before, if they want to cut the lead, drive to the paint and kick it out and see if you can get those 3-pointers to land.
Allen with the ball now, and they thought about getting it to Kelly in the corner, but instead Anthony Latina telling Allen to back it off and let Gaetano set up the offense here. Double team coming for the Crusaders. Foul zone, thought about a 3-pointer, now looks to drive on Alexander. Stops, puts it up, puts it in, nice touch. And we're gonna have a whistle. And they're gonna talk to foul zone and Alexander, telling the guys to behave a little bit.
Looks like they got tangled up a little at the end of that play. Harmless.
Take a look at a replay here of foul zone shot.
Gets a nice bounce, a nice roll, and ball goes in. Goes straight hard, right up to the basket. Hard play, right up.
14 minutes to go, Sacred Heart up by 13. Hahn drives off the glass. That's too easy for Mitchell Hahn. The freshman puts it in.
And that's a nice job. Holy Cross, again, driving to the paint. Looks like Sacred Heart's bigs are afraid to challenge the plays because they don't want to get into foul trouble. Oh, nice pass.
Inside, and
Great
Glowiak
pass.
puts it up and in.
It's a nice pass and a great finish there. Looks like the pass was a little bit ahead of him. He just controls it, puts a little touch on it.
Oh, Hahn came so close to traveling. Was able to get a dribble before that foot came down. Green with it now. Green looks to drive, puts up the mid-range jumper. That's no good, bouncing around, tipped, and picked up by Glowiak. 13-point lead for the Pioneers. They have led through most of this ball game. Nice pass inside. Allen puts it up, puts it in. The passing has been exceptional for the Pioneers.
And that's just Holy Cross falling asleep. They see the far end of the court being occupied, and Allen's right down low.
Hahn has it nearly intercepted, but Thompson gets the loose ball. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Holy Cross down by 15. They trailed by as many as 16 in the game. That one nearly turned over, and it will be a battle for it on the ground. Still loose. Referee stops play as it goes out of bounds, and it'll be still Crusader basketball with 11 seconds to go. Have a substitution. Malcolm Miller and Cullen Hamilton will come in. Take a look at the layup from Glowiak.
And that's Glowiak right there controlling the ball. Nice job. Just puts a nice little touch on it right off the backboard.
Gaetano and Falzone are out. Barnett and Broom will come into the ball game here as they will wipe the court down after players were all over it trying to get that loose ball.
Nice hustle by both teams right there.
Each team has played at a fast pace, but it's been all Sacred Heart here in this one. Pass down low, nearly intercepted by Broom. Three-pointer, Miller, good! Malcolm Miller from downtown, back-to-back threes for the Crusaders. And once again, the Pioneers with Broom looking to push.
And if you're Holy Cross, that's how you're going to get back into these games with these three-pointers. A nice job right there, converting the three-pointer into a nice basket.
We have a timeout here on the floor as Broom got caught in the corner. 12:34 remaining here in the second half, 56-44. The Pioneers with the lead over the Crusaders, and Emily will stay right here. If you're Anthony Latina, what are you telling your team in the huddle as you got a 12-point lead? Same thing you saw in the first half. They've just been so successful here, moving the ball around and finding the open man.
They've been really successful, especially coming down, like I said before, the full court press. They're breaking it, but now Holy Cross is slowly making a little bit of a run. They're getting these three-pointers to hit. Let's see how Sacred Heart kind of handles that pressure of Holy Cross making their way back into this game. Right here, you see Holy Cross making a three-pointer. Sacred Heart has to try to answer back, but not making a mistake in answering back, but being calm, calm with a presence and finding the easy baskets.
Big Red likes what he sees so far between these two teams, as we've got Big Red, we've got Santa Claus, we have the whole group here. It's really a solid crowd here on a rainy, cold Saturday afternoon, and they are seeing a good one. Sacred Heart is looking, we talked about this at the top of the broadcast, they are looking for their first three-game winning streak since knocking off St. Francis of Pennsylvania, Bryant, and Monmouth from January 19, 2013 through January 26th of that year. That's the last time they won 3 in a row, and the last time they had a winning streak at home of 2 games or more, they won 5 in a row in that same year, 2013. As you add in Bryan and Monmouth along with Fairleigh Dickinson, LIU Brooklyn, and St. Francis of Brooklyn. So they won 5 in a row then, but have struggled so mightily at home. They won only 1 game last year. They've got 1 this year, and if they can hold on to this 12-point lead, they will exceed that home win total from a year ago with their second of the season. And trying to get over 500 too, something they have not been in a long, long time.
And usually it's the other way around. You see a lot of teams finding success at home and being unsuccessful on the road. But not the case here with Sacred Heart, looking to get a win right here today.
Glowiak off the corner for 3, no good off the front rim. Rebounded there by Allen. Can he corral it? He's going to dive for it. It's going to end up out of bounds, and actually a foul is going to be called. Allen didn't like the call, but the referee said Allen fouled Thompson going after it. It'll be the 3rd team foul, so no free throws or anything here for the Crusaders, but they will get possession of the ball, down by 12. Take a look at a replay here.
Like the hustle right here from both teams. Holy Cross really scratching and clawing to try to get back into this game. You like the diving all over the floor. I think Allen was trying to plead his case that he was clearly just going for the ball, but ref thought otherwise.
Thompson with it now, looking to get the offense set up. Alexander, Hamilton, Hahn, and Miller out there for Holy Cross, and they're going to turn it over. Here comes Evan Kelly. Evan Kelly going coast to coast.
It's a nice job being in control of his body. He had Hahn right behind him. You could hear his footsteps coming. Went up, hard up, not getting fouled there. Not losing the ball.
So Evan Kelly, who had to come off the court earlier in the second half with a limp, gets on the fast break and puts it up and in for the Pioneer lead to go to 14 now. Miller with it, being guarded by Barnett. The high flyer for the Pioneers in this one. Hamilton looking to make a move, he can't do it. Now Hahn, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Near turnover, battle for it. Miller's gonna come down with it 3 seconds ago. He's gotta put it up, forces up a shot, no good. Rebounded there by Evan Kelly.
Sacred Heart really making Holy Cross work to get a good shot. This nice job right there.
Kelly trying to go coast to coast again. He will be fouled, and they are gonna say he was in the act of shooting, so 2 free throws for number 2, Evan Kelly.
It's a nice job right there. Holding body positioning, like we've said so many times, taking the foul. We'll see right here, Evan Kelly with the steal, and you'll see right up. He goes up in the air and he takes the foul. Oh, this isn't the play. This is before, excuse me. It's a nice job. He hears Hahn, his footsteps coming down the court. Nice job finishing on that play.
11:25 to go here in the second half. Crusaders down by 14. This is Pioneer Basketball and NEC Front Row.
Get your front row seats for all the action of NEC football, basketball, and women's volleyball all season long. It's the all-new NEC Front Row, the PAC Network's revolutionized way to follow and interact with your favorite teams. With enhanced video capabilities and graphics, fans can watch every game live or on demand, as well as highlight packages, features, and other original content absolutely free. Catch the action of Pioneer conference games, as well as every other contest in the NEC through the state-of-the-art game viewer that is sure to enhance the way you follow the action. Watch up to 6 live events simultaneously and get interactive with the game you watch. In-game chat, Twitter feeds, Facebook posts, and Instagram photo sharing give you, the fan, a rich in-game social media experience and get you in on the action you follow. Out and about? Take Front Row with you and watch for free on your mobile device. And never miss a single play. Now, no matter where you go, you're in the front row.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on NEC Front Row. I'm Matt Falkenberry alongside Emily Pepe. 58-44, the Pioneers leading the Crusaders. Taking a look at a replay from earlier in the second half. Broom to Barnett. It was pretty. What a slam dunk on the alley-oop.
Barnett today having some couple of big slam dunks right there, and it looks like he just used foul zone right there, just right off a pick. Again, Barnett having a nice game today. A couple big dunks. See if he can keep it going in this half.
Evan Kelly at the line. He's got 6 points, looking for 0.7 and 8. And he gets 0.7 right there. Kane Broom, 17 points. Jordan Allen with 11. Gaetano with 10 assists, 4 rebounds, and 3 points. Thompson and Burrell for Holy Cross, each with 11 points. Malcolm Miller has 9. And the second free throw is up and good. 60-44. The Pioneers with a 16-point lead, tying their biggest lead of the game. And Holy Cross make a big comeback here. They need to start with this shot, and it will go down. Thompson from 3. He's now got 14, but Kelly getting the ball. Now to Allen. He gets it knocked away out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Pioneers.
That's a nice job. Again, Holy Cross, like I said before earlier in this half, Holy Cross is going to get back into the game with these 3-pointers. But once again, something that's been plaguing Holy Cross is they get these shots, they get them to land, and then they're lazy coming back on defense, and that's where you see Sacred Heart pushing the ball.
Broom will back it out towards the center court. And now Glowiak with it. Gets it over to Kelly. Now Broom for 3. Got it! Kane Broom's got 20!
That's a great shot right there by Kane Broom. He's feeling it all over the court.
He had 21 against Colgate. That was his career high, the freshman. He's got 20. He's got an outside shot if he continues at this pace, maybe for 30. He's definitely going to break that mark. Shot by Hahn. He's fouled. That's going to be potentially 3 shots. Couldn't tell from this angle whether or not he had a foot on the line. And it will be 3 free throws for Mitchell Hahn. Take a look at the replay here of Broom on the 3.
Kane Broom coming right off the pick right there. Likes what he sees. He's got a bright future ahead of him as for just a freshman.
Man's got some swag, got some confidence making those 3-point shots.
Easy there, Matt.
First one up for Hahn is good. Substitute is Cole Walton. Waits to enter the ball game here. The only one of the Pioneers to not score here. Second one from Hahn is good.
Yep. You don't like that foul by Evan Kelly. Looked, he tried to go for the block, didn't time his jump right. I'd rather have him just get the three-pointers and not put yourself in foul trouble.
And Holy Cross shooting 5 of 16 from 3, so I mean it hasn't been, you know, where they've been making a lot. So got to be disciplined, not by that ball fake that Hahn threw out there. So full court press here after Hahn made all 3 free throws. 13-point lead for the Pioneers, 63-50. Glowiak gets at the Broom. Broom almost lost a dribble there for a second, but he will now get the ball back from Glowiak and will set the offense up here. We're just about midway through the second half here. Pioneers looking to get to over 500, 4-3 on the season, 2-1 here at the Pitt Center.
Barnett has a little bit of a mismatch down low.
Kelly shot no good off the front rim, rebounded out of bounds, and will go to the Crusaders. Kelly didn't like the call. Actually, Barnett, I apologize, did not like that call.
Barnett had the mismatch down low on Thompson, who's got Barnett has a couple inches on him. We'd like to see Sacred Heart feed it down low.
Thompson drives, puts it up, no good. Apt, though, tips it up and in, almost like a pass there. And Sacred Heart's lead is down to 11. Holy Cross has got it under 10 points one time. They got it to 9. That's the closest they've been in the second half. They need to get defensive stops, something they have not been able to do. Sacred Heart shooting over 55% here in the game.
Let's see how Sacred Heart does with Holy Cross's oh, nice pass.
Glowiak, 3, no good. Great pass from Broom, but it does not connect. Apt lost it, but it was on a foul by Broom. That's gonna be the 15th foul on Sacred Heart. Take a look at Thompson.
Driving hard to the paint, and Holy Cross taking a page out of Sacred Heart's book. Nice job. Sacred Heart's got a rebound on that. That's a nice job by the big man of tipping it back in.
Second foul on Broom. 2 more fouls and Sacred Heart will be in the penalty.
Real quick, and if you're Sacred Heart, what I was trying to say before is you want to see how this group does right now with Holy Cross making a little bit of a run in this game. You don't want if you're Sacred Heart, you don't panic, keep playing your game.
Apt, this is for 3. The big man can't find the range, but Thompson comes down with the rebound as it was tipped out back around the line. The Crusader players all standing on the bench here, trying to see if this lead can be cut to single digits. Thompson over to Miller. Miller drives off the glass, no good. Wild shot, rebound underneath, and a foul is called, and it will go against the Crusaders. Looked like Apt is called for the foul.
Gaetano came flying in there. That's a nice job. If you're at Holy Cross, you got to box out the little guys.
Each team now with 5 fouls, and Holy Cross again going with that full court press. Take a look at a replay here of the wild shot and the foul, and Apt pushing foul zone in the back, it looked like. Pretty easy call, I'd feel, for the refs.
I'd say so as well. You got a guy come flying out of nowhere, and wouldn't blame him for giving a little push.
Crusaders have broken the press extremely well, and now the big man foul zone handling the ball up the court as Gaetano was being guarded there. Now Broom has it. Broom drives. Oh, nice pass underneath, but a nice block on top of it by Apt. And it's a jump ball. It'll stay with Holy Cross.
That's a nice pass right there. I think if you're Broom, though, it's a good pass, but I like to see him go straight up to the basket. He had the shot right there, but you can't hate him for being a little unselfish.
Trying to get Barnett involved again, as he has a couple of times in this one. But good job by Apt to get back there and recover.
Here you go right here, and it's really a great pass. Like to see him just take that ball himself.
Burrell handling the rock now. Malcolm Miller fakes the shot, drives, puts it off the glass. No good, but a foul is called. And Miller will go to the line to shoot 2, and he'll try to get Holy Cross within single digits with 8:34 remaining here in the second half. And for as good as Sacred Heart has been throughout this game, if Holy Cross can make these couple of free throws here, they're actually going to have an advantage scoring here in the second half and will be earning more and more confidence as that free throw is good. And Sacred Heart has given up 6 consecutive points.
Well, this is big for Holy Cross. You're going to get, you're getting free points right here with the free throws, and the clock has stopped. So if you're Sacred Heart, you got to be aware of that. You can't be giving fouls up like that.
Last 5 points for Holy Cross have come from the free throw line. helping them start this run, and there's a turnover. Burrell being chased by Gaetano. Layup is good, and all of a sudden, this 16-point lead is down to 7, 63-56. So Holy Cross finally getting points off a turnover.
And here you are, if Sacred Heart, how do you handle this run that Holy Cross is putting on right now? You see Phil Gaetano kind of settling it down, but it's a nice job right there. But how do you handle this run?
Gaetano, Broom, Falzone, Barnett, and Glowiak on the court right now for the Pioneers. Nice pass to Glowiak, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. Apt can't believe the call, but it'll be 2 free throws for Steve Glowiak.
It's a nice job by Glowiak.
Take a look at the replay here of Burrell's steal and layup.
It's a nice job. He just looks at the player's eyes, just takes that right up, and he's cutting the lead down slowly but surely. That's all Holy Cross has to do.
7:56 to go here. Media timeout. 63-56. Sacred Heart has given up 9 straight points. We'll be right back after this on NEC Front Row.
The Sacred Heart University Pioneers are Fairfield County's NCAA Division I team for safe, affordable, and exciting family fun. With 31 sports, there's always a Pioneer game to see, be it football, basketball, hockey, lacrosse, or any of our other sports all year long. Get in the game and feel the excitement of college sports with the Sacred Heart Pioneers. Visit us online at sacredheartpioneers.com or call 203-396-TIXX. The Sacred Heart University Pioneers, your Division I team for family fun in Fairfield County.
Welcome back to the Pitt Center here on Sacred Heart University. This is NEC Front Row's broadcast of men's basketball. Sacred Heart with a 63-56 lead. They once led 63-47, but have seen the Crusaders score 9 consecutive points. They'll look to break that 9-0 run as Glowiak will head to the line to shoot 2 here. We wait for Holy Cross to come out of their timeout. And Emily, if you are head coach Anthony Latina of the Pioneers, what are you telling your team in the huddle as you've seen your lead get sliced in half?
Well, you're thinking don't give up unnecessary fouls. Like I said before, Sacred Heart fouled Holy Cross a couple times, which is allowing Holy Cross to get back into this game with the clock not moving. So if you're Sacred Heart, you want Holy Cross to really work hard if they're going to get those 2 points. And if you're going to make them work hard to get those 2 points, you got to really press them out on defense.
Glowiak's first free throw rolls in, so the run for the scoreless streak for Sacred Heart ends there. Second free throw up and good for Steve Glowiak. So Sacred Heart now back to a 9-point advantage. Glowiak with 9 points on the afternoon. Each team with 6 fouls, so the next fouls will be free throws. Burrell shot off the glass, no good, battled around, and nice job there by Green to pick up that loose ball. Gets it back to Thompson. 18 on the shot clock. Thompson to Miller. Miller thought about a 3. Now does it on a nice fake, and oh, that's a big miss there. That would have cut the lead down to 6. But instead it's rebounded by the Pioneers. Glowiak thought about a 3. Now Falzone tries to make a pass, but it's intercepted. But the Crusaders stepped out of bounds, and it'll be Pioneer basketball.
And that's Sacred Heart again with the unselfish pass. Instead, just going straight up, you make the unselfish pass. Second time it's gotten taken away by Holy Cross. Just go straight up for the basket.
It looked like Falzone was a half a second late getting that pass out. Barnett was open underneath, but Holy Cross able to recover because of that hesitation by Falzone. Gaetano being guarded by Thompson. Gaetano with a great game so far with 10 assists on the ball game, and a foul is called. This one on Thompson. Actually, that is going to be on Miller, number 13. That's his 3rd personal, so him and Apt now with 3 fouls, something to look for, and 17th foul on Holy Cross will be 1-1 for Gaetano, and the first one's good, so he'll get the second.
And if you're Holy Cross, we'll go to the replay on this foul right here. Yeah, that's just a reach and foul, something you don't want to do. You stop the clock, and now you're allowing Sacred Heart to increase their lead with the clock stopped.
This game, Sacred Heart has led for 31 minutes. Holy Cross has had a lead for 15 seconds. This game has only been tied for 43 seconds. So if you count game control in basketball, it's been controlled by the Pioneers, and they lead it again by 11. Closest Holy Cross has been is 7.
You look at now Holy Cross, before this break, Holy Cross getting their second chance opportunities, and that's what's allowing them to get back in this game. like what was happening to Sacred Heart earlier in the first half.
Gaetano, it looked like he had a break, but could not get there as Burrell had that stop. And oh, strips it from behind and nearly turned over. Now they got numbers if they hurry. Burrell gets it over to Green, but he has it blocked, and here come the Pioneers. Out to Barnett. Barnett has it taken away by Thompson. So turnovers back and forth. Ball eventually goes out of bounds and will stay with the Pioneers.
And that's just Barnett not realizing all the, oh, we'll go to the replay right here of Glowiak. Nice job with the block, timing it nicely. Gaetano coming down with the rebound. It's a nice job by Glowiak, timing that jump and getting the block when the player was coming down. Excuse me.
Jordan Allen enters the game here for Sacred Heart. First time we've called his name in a while. Broom drives, kicks it across. Three-pointer, good! Big three from Evan Kelly. It's a 14-point lead again, so Sacred Heart has answered in a big way with a 7-0 run of their own.
And that's huge for Sacred Heart. You kind of hush Holy Cross a little bit. Let's see how this defensive possession goes.
Burrell shot no good, rimmed out, rebounded there by Hahn. Hahn to Thompson from way downtown. No, off the back rim, rebounded by Broom.
Your Holy Cross, you want to maybe take your time on that possession. You get the second chance opportunity. See what you can draw up when you have the second chance.
Sacred Heart had a little bit of a hiccup there midway through this second half, but they have answered in a big way. Broom looks to drive, kicks it across, cross-court pass intercepted as Burrell once again coming down with a good defensive play. He's looking to go all the way, and he will not be able to. Ball rims out. Here comes Sacred Heart. They got numbers. Broom was supposed to get that pass, but Kelly lost it, and Gaetano will slow it down, and we are going to have a timeout with 5:27 remaining here in the second half. The Pioneers lead the Crusaders 70-56.
Here's Evan Kelly's three-pointer right here, and look at that. Beautiful arc, nice little swish, and that was a huge three-pointer. Evan Kelly's had a quiet game, but when he is in and he gets these points, they're a good job of really leapfrogging Holy Cross. 20-second timeout here on the floor, so we'll stay right here with 5:27 remaining, 70-56. Sacred Heart with the lead, and Emily, I just said it before, Sacred Heart saw a 16-point lead go down to 7. All of a sudden, they've scored 7 points in a row. How do you like that answer from Sacred Heart after they had their lead sliced in half? And that's big, usually, and especially that since Holy Cross is doing a full court pressure, you're seeing Sacred Heart with a lot of composure when they're bringing the ball back upfield. It's getting a little hectic right now because they're going back and forth and they're trying to get these fast break points. But I'm liking Sacred Heart. Whenever Holy Cross gets their answer, Sacred Heart comes right back with their own with a little bit more, and then they cause a turnover by Holy Cross.
Evan Kelly will inbound it right in front of our broadcast booth here. Being guarded by Cullen Hamilton. Malachi Alexander in for Holy Cross as well. Same five that are out there for Sacred Heart are back out there now. Allen, Falzone, Kelly, Gaetano, and Broom. Broom looking to make a move. It's going to be off of Burrell, who almost had another steal. And it'll be Pioneer basketball with 16 seconds on the shot clock. And now Kelly will inbound it from the opposite side of the court, right in front of the scorer's table. Gaetano nearly has it intercepted, and he's able to get it back as Sacred Heart threw that one into the backcourt, which you are allowed to do. And Gaetano nearly turned it over, but he's able to get it back. Being guarded by Thompson, and we're going to have a turnover here by Sacred Heart, and with 5:03 remaining here in the second half, Holy Cross will have the ball down by 14. They've been as close as 7 here in the second half, but have allowed Sacred Heart to score 7 consecutive points, the run that the Pioneers are still on now. Thompson gets it over to Hahn. Hahn looks to make a move in the paint, decides to give it to Burrell. Burrell, big three, got it!
Wow.
Justin Burrell again from downtown.
And that's huge for Holy Cross. They get the turnover down on the defensive side and then come right back with a three-pointer. That's huge.
Burrell with 16 points now for Holy Cross, leading them in scoring, 70-59. A lot more pressure here. Broom up off the glass, no good. Allen there, and the foul! Jordan Allen coming up big again.
It's a great job by Jordan Allen, timing his jump, timing the shot off the rim. If you're Holy Cross, you got to box out on that one. It's a couple of times now that Holy Cross hasn't been boxing out, and Sacred Heart has been timing those rebounds perfectly for the putback.
Third foul on Malachi Alexander. Allen looking to add the 3 of the three-point play. He does just that. So Allen with 14 points on the afternoon. Thompson with the ball now. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the second half. 14-point lead for the Pioneers. That one nearly intercepted by Kelly, knocked it out of bounds. And it'll be Crusader basketball underneath the basket to our left.
It's a nice job by Kelly reading the Burrell's eyes right there and knowing that the pass was going into the corner.
Malcolm Miller will enter the game for number 5, Cullen Hamilton. So Miller, Burrell, Thompson, Alexander, and the number 44, Mitchell Hahn out there for the Crusaders. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Pioneers looking for their 3rd straight win and their 2nd win here at the Pitt Center. Thompson looks to make a move along the baseline, puts it up, can't finish, and Falzone has the rebound.
And those are the little plays right there. You know, Thompson, you want that ball back. Try to finish that play off.
Evan Kelly being guarded by Hahn, brings it back towards the timeline, and now Gaetano nearly had it intercepted. Oh, and actually it deflects off of Gaetano. Actually, I believe Thompson thought for a second that the ball had been deflected off of him, but it's going to be a turnover. So Holy Cross will get the ball back when we come back from break. 3:37 remaining here in the second half. Let's take a look at a replay here of foul zone.
You're looking at foul zone right here. Big man getting the rebound. Nice job right there, causing disruption in the play, in the shot.
Clearing out space for his Pioneers. 14-point lead for Sacred Heart. This is men's basketball in NEC Front Row. We'll be right back after this.
I cannot speak more highly of this institution.
It's everything I expected it to be and more.
Go!
At Sacred Heart, we challenge the mind, the spirit, and the soul.
You will be encouraged to think, to grow,
and be good, ethical, solid citizens of the world.
Education isn't just about training, it's about transformation.
Defining your passion for what you really want to do in life and what you really love.
You're going to be a part of a culture in which intellectual curiosity is cool.
I can grow and become the person that I aspire to be.
We have state-of-the-art laboratories, classrooms.
We're doing things that matter.
Our graduates can change the world.
It's an exciting time to be part of Sacred Heart University.
The energy here is contagious.
The energy here is contagious.
You should come here because we're one great big family.
That makes you never want to leave and always want to come back.
That's Sacred Heart in its prime time. It's awesome.
And the next chapter is even more exciting.
Welcome back to the broadcast here from the Pitt Center on NEC Front Row. I'm Matt Falkenberry alongside Emily Pepe, 73-59. Sacred Heart with the lead over Holy Cross, who has the ball, and they will bring it up now. 3:35 to go, and if Holy Cross wants to make what would be a stunning comeback, they got to start right about now. Malcolm Miller drives, he gets blocked from behind, but foul zone is called for the foul, and Miller will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's a nice job by Holy Cross driving to the paint. Again, now clock has stopped. They get 2 free shots. They got to capitalize on these plays right here.
So Miller will go to the line, and this is what you like to see if you're a Crusader fan in a comeback situation. Clock has stopped. You got a chance to take points off the board here. First free throw is up and good for Miller. Take a look at a replay here of the foul by foul zone.
Yeah, just almost looks like he could have had a held ball, but I think it was his other hand that kind of got up by the face of Malcolm Miller right there.
Miller, 12 points on the afternoon, one of 3 players for Holy Cross in double figures. Second free throw, no good. So the lead is 13 for the Pioneers with 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go here in the second half. Jordan Allen will back this one off, and Sacred Heart should be in absolutely no rush here on offense. Double team coming, near turnover, but a good job by Broom. And now a foul is called, and with 3:11 to go, we might see a foul fest here. They might send Sacred Heart to the line and make them have to make some free throws here with a 13-point lead, 3 minutes to go. Do you like this strategy potentially as Hans called for his fourth.
I don't really like it. I think that if you're Holy Cross, maybe you back out of the pressure and force Sacred Heart to almost play you in a way. Make them attack you, and hopefully you can get a turnover. But I don't like pressing out and fouling. I think you have so much time left in this game. And a lot can happen in basketball. It's a fast-paced game. We've seen it today.
Well, it worked so far. That was a 1-and-1, and the free throw was missed. Miller fakes the three. Now Hahn has it, being guarded by the much shorter Gaetano. Alexander gets it back to Hahn. Hahn drives. He's fouled. That'll be the 18th foul on Sacred Heart, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for Mitchell Hahn and the Crusaders. And they'll look to take more points off the board with the clock stopped.
Now you have Holy Cross clock stop with a couple of free points coming up. And if you're Holy Cross, like I said before, you got to capitalize on this opportunity. If this is how you're going to come back into the game, you got to put these points away.
So 2:54 remaining, 13-point lead for Sacred Heart. They've been up by as many as 16. They've been up by as little as 7 here in the second half. Hahn's first free throw is good, so he'll get the second. Take a look at a replay here of the foul.
Yeah, just pushes off a little bit with his arms. Unnecessary foul. It looks like he was already kind of going out of bounds. You like to see him work for that play, and Holy Cross got lucky and is at the charity stripe.
Barnett, his third foul. Second one from Hahn is good. 73-62. Substitution here for Crusaders. Hahn will come out. He's got 4 fouls, so they don't want him fouling out, and they'll bring back number 24, Eric Green. Full court press here for Holy Cross. See if they can force a turnover. If they don't, you'll wonder if they'll continue the foul. Gaetano with it now. Gaetano having trouble here, being double teamed. Ball's tipped. Alexander does get the turnover. Here's Thompson. Thompson puts it off the glass and in. It's now single digits, 73-64 with 2.5 minutes to go.
And those are 2 big plays right there. And Coach Latina did not like that call. He thinks he should have. Barnett should have been called.
Near turnover. Broom with some empty dribbling there. Glowiak has it now. 20 on the shot clock, but Holy Cross not wasting any time trying to get their defense up and get some turnovers. Broom is going to be fouled on the floor, so no shot, but that is going to be the 10th team foul on Holy Cross. That time Holy Cross is not trying to foul on purpose. They're just called for a foul in the act of play, but it'll be 2 free throws for Kane Broom, who will look to, if he hits both, will have a chance to get his career high. Look at Thompson, that wild shot off the glass and in.
Great body control on that shot, too.
So big free throws here for the freshman. First free throw is good. He's got 21. Second consecutive game, he's had 21 points.
If you're Sacred Heart, you look to try to ice the game right now with these free throws and really handle the pressure now. Holy Cross knows that they like to make the pass right at half court in this when Sacred Heart is trying to break it. So they're sliding to that play early.
Broom now with 22, a career high for the freshman out of East Hartford, Connecticut. And he has had some impact on this game today. Thompson over the Miller, now Green, back to Thompson. Thompson looks to drive, kicks it back out. Miller, 3 is blocked. What a block there by Evan Kelly, but Miller gets it back. He's fouled, and the shot no good with 2 minutes to go. Malcolm Miller will head to the line for 2 free throws at the exact 2-minute mark.
It's a nice play right there. And how about Thompson? He's got some wheels on him too. Like to see him and Broom going at it in a race, but Thompson right there, that's a nice job really pushing the tempo.
Barnett called for his 4th foul. That's the 9th on Sacred Heart, so the next foul for Sacred Heart will allow Holy Cross to take 2 free throws. This was in the act of shooting, so Miller's first is no good, and they got to make their free throws, Emily. And they did not take a look at a replay here of the foul.
Absolutely right here. Here you go. Yeah, it gets him right on the head. But you know, it worked a little bit. He missed his first shot. Malcolm Miller missing his first shot, but I like Miller driving to the paint after he gets that rebound. It's a nice job by him on his second chance opportunity.
Foul zone will come in for Barnett. So Sacred Heart trying to protect Barnett here with his 4 fouls. Second free throw is good from Miller. It's a 10-point lead for Sacred Heart. Again, having to deal with a full court press. Gaetano got to hurry, does get it in just in front of that 5-second count.
Gotta move.
Glowiak being double teamed, and Gaetano's going to get it, and they're just going to get it across the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. And Gaetano will slow this one down. as we are coming up on 100 seconds to go here in this one. Pioneers leading it by 10. Gaetano cross to Kelly. Kelly shot no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line for 2.
I don't know if that pass was supposed to go to Kelly. There was a man right behind him, but that's a nice job by Kelly. Picking up that ball and going hard to the basket, taking the foul. He's got to put these shots away if he wants to ice this game for Sacred Heart.
What a game for Phil Gaetano. Just want to point out his solid performance. He's got 5 points, but 10 assists, 6 rebounds. What a game for him. Devin Barnett, 8 points, 8 boards.
And the thing with Phil Gaetano, and you're talking about how he doesn't have much points, but he has a lot of assists. And he's really controlling this game right now. We'll get back in a second. Here's Kelly going hard right up. It's a nice job controlling his body, not being out of control, and getting the offensive foul. But what I was saying before with Gaetano, he's really controlled the tempo of this game and has really pushed it for Sacred Heart so that they can come away with these fast point breaks.
Second free throw, no good, and knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Crusader basketball, so only 1 of 2 there made by Kelly. 11-point lead now, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 1 minute and 36 seconds to go. The Crusaders looking to draw up what would be an amazing comeback here with 96 seconds to go and down by 11. And Emily, if you are Coach Brown of the Crusaders, what are you telling your team?
Well, you're not going to really stress. The 3-ball is important, but you don't have to necessarily keep going for the 3. You can drive the paint and get the easy 2, and then work hard on your full court press. A couple times in these last couple minutes, the press has been working, and they've been getting turnovers, which have led to Holy Cross's fast point breaks. So if you're Holy Cross and if you're the coach, you're saying, you don't have to go for the 3. If you get it, great. But if it's not there, you do not have to take it, and you don't have to force that shot.
And of course, if you are Coach Latin here of Sacred Heart, let's take a look at a replay here of the Burrell 3-point shot.
Yeah,
if you're Coach Latina, what are you telling your team in the huddle?
You know, Sacred Heart's been doing a good job of really making Sacred Heart, well, that's not
Thompson
one thing.
drives, and he looked like he was fouled, but no call. And Broom has it now, and it's going to be tipped. That's a foul. That'll be 5 on Mitchell Hahn, and he's done for the afternoon.
So what I was trying to say before, if you're Sacred Heart defensively, what was working in the first half is they're sending the slide early, and then the second slide to the guy that's open on the far side hasn't been there, which has led to Holy Cross really throwing the ball away and creating turnovers against themselves. So if you're Sacred Heart, you might want to tell them, send the double early.
Take a look at a replay here. The foul, Hahn with a easy hand check foul, and he is out for the game. So Robert Champion, number 22, will now enter for Holy Cross. And Kane Broom will look to add to his career high total. This is the best shooting performance that Sacred Heart has had since their first game of the season. They shot 58% against Hartford in a 71-53 win. Their biggest win of the year is Broom misses the first. And they have not shot better than this since then, but they've gotten better every game. They got blown out by Ohio State on the road as Broom makes the second. And they shot only 25% in that game. Since then, 40%, 44, 47, and now it goes up again to 55. 77-65. Crusaders down by 12. Hamilton drives, is blocked, but a foul is called. And if that is on Barnett, that's his 5th, and he's done. I can't imagine it's on him, and it's not. That's going to be a foul on Evan Kelly.
If you're Sacred Heart, you look to maybe send that double a little bit earlier. Holy Cross is doing a nice job of spreading out Sacred Heart so that those slides are coming from such far distance and creating a foul.
So Hamilton, who had such a big game the last time these two teams played a year ago. Holy Cross winning in double overtime, and first free throw no good. And Sacred Heart 1 minute and 14 seconds away from getting a little redemption after that tough loss a year ago up in Massachusetts.
Still a lot of time left. I mean, clock stopped right now, but you got to put these points away, like I said. Hopefully if the ball runs out, you get Holy Cross is hoping for a second chance opportunity.
Second free throw up and good for Hamilton. Lead back down to 11. Sacred Heart saw a 16-point lead as there's a foul, and Broom will go back to the line. Saw a 16-point lead, dropped to 7 on a 9-0 run, and Holy Cross was really pushing forward. Glowiak then gets fouled. There was a TV timeout, and from that moment on, Sacred Heart has basically put this game away.
Yeah, well, Sacred Heart has done a nice job responding when Holy Cross is coming away with their little runs. Holy Cross had a nice run where they had a couple turnovers that led to baskets, and Sacred Heart has done a nice job of settling down and creating their own answer against Holy Cross.
Kane Broom now with 24 on the afternoon. So one more here for Broom. And the second one is good, 79-66. This is the this is the largest point total that Sacred Heart has put up this season. Drive here, put up, and no good, just rimmed out. That is a microcosm of the day that the Holy Cross offense has had. Kelly looking to drive, he'll back it off. Let's see if the Crusaders look to foul. They will do just that, as that shot was missed by Burrell earlier, and Evan Kelly will go to the line for two, and with under a minute to go, a comeback would be of epic proportions, so you wonder just how much Holy Cross will continue to foul in the hopes of slicing this lead.
And there you had Holy Cross with a unlucky roll right there, which has kind of plagued them the whole game. Still look for Holy Cross to drive to the paint.
Take a look at a replay here of the foul on Kelly.
And that was a nice job by Kelly before. He didn't want to push the ball so that Holy Cross got it back. He's going to wait for the clock to stop and put points onto the board. That's a nice job. The veteran play right there by Evan Kelly.
Hamilton has it, shot is up. That is going to be no good. Rebounded underneath by Miller, who dunks it home with 47 seconds, and a timeout here by the Crusaders. 81-68 is the lead now for the Pioneers, and taking a look ahead to the next games for Sacred Heart, they will head on the road to play Lafayette. That'll be on Monday night at 7 o'clock. Then they will have a two-game homestand on the 14th and the 20th. They'll play Mitchell at 3:30, and then New Hampshire on December 20th. Then they're on the road. They'll take on Big Ten. I forgot the Rutgers switched. Big Ten Rutgers on the day before Christmas Eve. Then they're at Brown on the 28th, and then they'll take on Yale to wrap up the 2014 calendar year. Yale, of course, knocking off UConn last night. A huge win for the Bulldogs, but Sacred Heart looking to move to 4-3. And Emily, this is a program that has struggled the last few years. Take a look at the replay here. Malcolm Miller with the dunk. Pretty simple play there. One of the few highlights for the Crusaders. But for the Pioneers overall, they've had a great game today, and they're going to break some streaks that really have kind of hounded the program so far. As Broom gets it across, we will wait for the foul. It won't come. It's a turnover with 35 seconds to go, so we'll hold off on that point just for a second. Champion three, no good. Rebounded there by Glowiak. Shot clock will be turned off as it is under 35 seconds. Long pass to Evan Kelly, and looks like Holy Cross is going to back this one off, and the Sacred Heart Pioneers are going to win 2 in a row at home for the first time in almost 2 years. They're going to win 3 in a row for the first time in that same time frame. The Sacred Heart Pioneers are 4-3 and have won 2 or more games at home for the first time in the season since 2012-13. There's the buzzer. Pioneers win it 81-68.
Yeah, and I mean, that's huge for Sacred Heart, especially to get a win on your home court. It's a great feeling. You got a nice home crowd. Finals weeks are coming up. Kids are just trying to get out and relax, and Sacred Heart really put on a show today for all the kids, and the Santa Claus right over there. Sacred Heart, big win for them. Looking to continue it, to keep it going.
So Kane Broom, the leading scorer for both sides. He finished the game 7 for 12, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 2 for 3 from 3 points. How about 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal as well. So he was our player of the game. What a performance by him. 14 points for Evan Kelly. He was 4 of 7 from the field. He had 5 rebounds. And Jordan Allen off the bench, 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds and 14 points. And Phil Gaetano, I want to mention him because he ended up with only 5 points, but he had 7 rebounds and 10 assists. So he didn't do it by putting the ball in the basket, but he passed it and he rebounded it very well. Emily, talk about Kane Broom. You opened the broadcast with him as your spotlight player. What did you think about his performance today as Broom? You're going to take a look at this deep three. Boy, he was feeling it all game, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And he was doing so much, pushing the tempo and and having the defense slide to him. And once the defense slid to him, he got his teammates involved, which is huge for a player. And you look at, you have Kane Broom with 25 points, Evan Kelly with 14, Jordan Allen with 14. Next close was Steve Gloyak with 9. And that's just everybody getting involved. And it starts with Kane Broom really pushing it, looking for the open pass. And it's just a great win, especially getting everybody involved in Kane Broom. 25 points today, coming off another great performance when he played Colgate.
Let's throw it over to Luke Hetrick, who's with Phil Gaetano.
Thanks, Matt. I'm here with senior guard Phil Gaetano after an 81-68 win over Holy Cross. Phil, first of all, you guys were really efficient in that first half. Shot 55%, able to hang 81 on them. How were you guys able to be so efficient on the offensive end?
I think, we practiced. In practice, we knew they were going to press us. Just guys coming back to the ball and not leaving the ball handler out to dry. We passed the ball really well as a team, and we were able to finish, get some pretty easy shots. So,
how were you able? They threw a press at you guys early. How were you able to handle that and break it and get some easy shots?
Coaches did a good job of practicing with us this week. We just kind of tried to stay with the ball handler and make 2 passes out of the double team, and then, when teams press, if you can do that and do it successfully, you'll get 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, and then you just got to finish your layups, which we did.
You guys had a double-digit lead for most of the game. About 10 minutes left in the second half. They cut it to 7. How were you able to withstand that run from Holy Cross?
We knew they were a good team, so we knew they were going to make a run. Talked about it at halftime, and we just kind of stayed together, stayed poised, and tried to get enough stops and make enough shots to keep the lead where it was.
Now, obviously, this is your senior year. You've been around for a couple not so good here, last 2. You guys off to a great start this year. Is there a sense of a culture change within the program in the early part of the season?
I think so. It's something we talked about in the preseason, and it's something we got to continue to build on every day because obviously things could turn around either way in an instant. So we're just trying to keep the culture the way it is right now and build on it every day.
Phil, congrats on the win, man.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Luke. 81-68, your final here from the Pitt Center. A great performance by Sacred Heart today. They shot 55% from the field. It was a heck of a performance overall, Emily. It really just solid all the way around.
Yeah, total team effort today, kind of like what Phil was saying. Sacred Heart did a great job with the beating the press, like you said, 2 passes out, really helped them out, really helped push the tempo, and really had Holy Cross trying to get back into the game throughout the whole game. And if you're down and trying to fight back, it really makes a lot of things. It makes the game a lot more difficult to come back.
Well, she's Emily. I'm Matt. Thank you for joining us. And let's throw it over to Luke Hetrick, who is with Allen right now.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jordan Allen, the junior forward. Had a big game tonight, 14 points. Jordan, you were able to get a lot of easy baskets early off the press. What was working for you guys?
We're just taking our time with it. Anytime you run around like a chicken with your head cut off, you're gonna turn the ball over. So we just want to take our time with it. We did a lot of practice yesterday with the press, so I think it turned out pretty good for us.
You guys were 5-26 a season ago. Now you're already 4-3, have a winning record, playing a lot better in the non-conference. How important is it to get these wins out of NEC play for you guys?
We still got a lot of work to do. We did a lot of preparation this summer and in preseason. It's still a steep hill. We climbing up the ladder. We're trying to turn some heads, but we still got a lot of work to do.
It's an early part of the season, but this is a good team you played, a quality opponent. Was this a statement win for Sacred Heart basketball?
I'd say so. Yeah, they beat us last year. And all it really says is that, you beat us once, we're going to come right back. And that's the type of culture we're trying to establish here. I think teammates, me and Phil, our leaders, I think they did a good job of getting everybody ready for the game. And I think, we keep playing like this, more wins will come.
How many times did you smile during that game?
Oh, I was doing a lot of smiling.
I saw it a lot.
We as long as we're winning, I'm smiling. I'm happy about that.
Thanks, Jordan. Congrats on the win, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. That was Jordan Allen here with us after an 81-68 win for Sacred Heart over Holy Cross. Emily, your final thoughts on this ball game today?
Well, like I've been saying, a great overall team win, and again, to have a home court win is just a great feeling, and Sacred Heart goes to the next couple games with a positive mentality.
Sacred Heart has won 3 in a row for the first time in almost 2 years, and they've won 2 in a row at home for the same standpoint. Barnett with the big throwdown, one of the many highlights here in this one. For Emily Pepe, Luke Hetrick, our director Ryan Van Alsten, our producer Brian Thornton, and everyone else here on NEC Front Row. I am Matt Falkenberry. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Final score, 81-68, Pioneers win it.